Yeah, I stopped the other one. Yeah, they were right. I kind of was sucking a little bit, but I was trying my heart out, and that car just it would do what I wanted it to do. So yeah, I'm sorry for thinking I was upset, which I'm not. We'll go over here and just do some of this and have some fun, okay? Uh, I found some stuff that I like to show you. Like I said, I'm sorry. I mean, I had to put the other one in six. My car couldn't do nothing. Hell, Jimmy Johnson just wrecked too. So I mean, he's a 7-time Cup champion. This ain't going no one's way that way. Jimmy Johnson's always been my favorite. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff once I get this. Trevor's bar.
What do you mean I'm a plus size? I'm not fat.
Hey, Sexy, how's work? You want me to pick up some shit?
I need a taxi as soon as you can.
On its way, sir. Thanks for calling.
I'll be here. Where can I take you?
outside speed, but still have 285 laps to go. More than 400 miles in this race war. When they set the two at the race shop, they take the pump. They set it in a very pristine environment. They're very careful about what they do.
Grand Sonora Desert.
I'll get you there fast, buddy.
Yeah, that is the key right there. Trying not to lose a lap. And Kyle Larson so far has not done that. Been a bit of a rough day for him. He told us in the pre-race show, his spin in
That's the ride, my man.
was on a restart. He was following Rosado, moving out just a little bit. When that happened, that just planted air right on the nose of Kyle Larson's car, front wing of that car. And when it buried the wing, it loosened up the rear and he went spinning. And made it perfect as everything went last year, right? He had the problem where he set off here, but he had bent the line, had the line here, next year, that's today. One had today. Top 20, Kyle Larson, and
I will still do next week's race, but I'm done with today's race. Okay, I think I just found the, and they're not gonna do it again. Wish it did, because I mean I found a seaplane. And awesome.
Tyler Reddick's going to have to tuck in once again behind William Byron. 74 to go in stage number 2 as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is PRN, the Performance Racing Network. Welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway. We still have more than 400 miles to go of the Coca-Cola 600. Alongside Mark Arrow, my name is Brad Gilley. Joining us in the turns, Rob Albright, Pat Patterson. Covering pit road, Alec Cabana, Wendy Venturini, and the man we will go down to now, Brett McMillan.
Brad, you guys are talking about how well Carson Hocevar is running right now. Sitting in the 4th spot. It's happy for the car throughout the evening. On the first round of pit stops, a minimal adjustment. Second round of pit stops, no adjustments at all. He is extremely happy.
Watching Kyle Busch battling with Ross Chastain. They're back there fighting it out for 13th. And right behind them, Suarez, Haley, Zane Smith. They're across the stripe here, heading back to turn number 1.
As they fight into turn number 1, jump ahead, it is Tyler Reddick once again right to the back bumper of William Byron. It's got a real dogfight for the lead. Yeah, that race that Mark was just talking about, that's the best one on the track right now. As you watch back there, it's Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch. They got enough to tail with each other.
I have to wonder if Tyler Reddick can get the lead in this race if he can drive away. Consistently been the fastest car on the racetrack, Rob.
But his car does not seem to have the long run speed that Byron does. So I would say he needs to get that lead as quickly as he can to drive away. Well, we talk about all the characteristics of this racetrack, and there's no way around it. Clean air is an advantage. That's why Reddick is battling so hard for it.
Reddick uses the middle groove in 3 and 4 with Byron up against the fence as he searches for that clean air. Doesn't get it. Top 2, back to 1.
But we look back just about 10 car lengths and we see that Denny Hamlin, who's lost touch of the leaders, soon may have on his back bumper that guy we've been talking about, the youngster Carson Hocevar. He's getting closer and closer to Hamlin. He is back. Justin Hamlin trying to get around Kyle Busch. That's a good range of the group right there that we were talking about a few moments ago.
Yeah, Kyle Busch right now is running with Justin Haley right behind him. Busch is running in that 14th spot. It's a really good battle that Kyle Busch has caught Ross Chastain, but it might be all for naught.
Here comes Justin Haley now to the inside of Busch. We'll watch them as they dive into turn number 1 to the bottom of the racetrack is Justin Haley. Busch was on the back bumper of Ross Chastain. Ross now has separated himself by about 4 times. Side by side. And Busch gets one of them off the hill down turn 2. The bottom of the racetrack. Door to door.
So as they cross the stripe, 68 laps to go in stage number 2. Reddick again goes after Byron.
Well, he took a peek to the inside. Willie B running right at the top of the racetrack. That's where Reddick wants to be, Pat. Well, he takes that one away. William Byron is really, really good at that. They both are right up next to the wall. And once again, that forces Reddick to the middle of the racetrack. That really is the tough place to be. Top 2 in speed are the top 2 on the racetrack. William Byron leads Tyler Reddick, followed by Denny Hamlin, Carson Hocevar, and A.J. Your top 5 with 67 to go in stage 2.
That's what I thought.
Coke Zero Sugar might be the best
Oh.
Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't want to try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jet.
Really?
Right now, Jet. We got a game to call.
As America's leading business lender, Bank of America is on your corner and in your corner. With $215 billion in business loans and over 3,700 business specialists across the nation, we help businesses thrive so communities prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
65 laps to go in stage number 2 in the Coca-Cola 600. We are getting oh so close to that pit window opening up. From Charlotte Motor Speedway, this is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
It's time to pull down on the handle and start rolling them here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The green flag flies at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
We're about to contest the Coca-Cola 600.
We're racing at Texas Motor Speedway. Now Keselowski goes way up the racetrack. Here goes Harrison Burton. He rockets to the lead.
It's Chris Butcher.
Giordano battles to the outside. They come back to the start-finish line. Bubba Wallace looks inside. And now here's Byron. Takes a quick left to block him. They head back to 1.
Here goes Ross Chastain. He's going to the bottom of the racetrack. Bubba goes up. Blaney hits the outside wall. Up turn 2. Christopher Bell. Do anything with him. He gets down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Briscoe dives to the bottom of the racetrack. Side by side. They get loose. They spin. Now Tyler Reddick does the 360. So does Briscoe.
Heading into turn number 7 as he wraps it around. The crowd is cheering for Daniel Suarez here on this final lap.
Allmendinger gets into Alex Bowman. Ross Chastain back up to the front for the final time.
This is PRN. William Byron has now led 101 of the first 138 laps of the Coke 600. We're still 62 laps away from the end of stage 2 and the halfway mark of NASCAR's longest race. And as I look at the running order right now, some things that kind of surprised me. Joey Logano, 29th, has struggled from the drop of the green flag. You also look back there, there is also Josh Berry. Berry has been strong on the intermediate track so far this season, and they've had nothing early on.
Nothing at all. We got a battle for the top 5 right now. A.J. Allmendinger has it, but not for long, Rob. A.J. Allmendinger will charge into turn number 1. He'll lose a spot now. Up to the outside is the John Hunter Nemechek machine. Looks like he'll flash by and take that spot off. Yeah, that was a good battle with some lap traffic in the middle of it, and it really made for a dicey show between those two. Nemechek out in front of A.J. now as they work their way through 3 and 4.
And a little bit farther back, Noah Gragson trying to make up some ground. He is in the 8th position as they come down across the stripe. He puts another lap on Josh Bilicki, heads back to 1.
And just in front of Gregson is a guy who has really been on the move from the drop of the green flag, and that is Eric Jones. He now rides in the 7th position, but he's closing rapidly on A.J. Allmendinger. Yeah, calling about 5 car lengths, Rob, between Eric Jones and A.J. Allmendinger as they work their way into 3 and 4. Jones right to the bottom of the racetrack. That's two legacy motor clubs running in the top 7 right now. Eric Jones now right on the rear dick lid of A.J. Allmendinger as they race back to one. John Hunter Nemechek rides in that 5th position. He's easing away from these two guys. Now Allmendinger will drop down the lane in the middle of the banking into 1 and 2. Looks like he found a little something there, Pat. Well, I think I can Nemechek now. We'll see if he can make it work down here on this end of the race. If he gives up a little bit down here, once again, he'll follow Nemechek into turn 3. Stay pretty much in the high groove. Here Jones again. Closing down the lead. And now up ahead, we see Hamlin gaining on Reddick. Savar gaining on him. Yeah, it's getting pretty interesting. Things second, third, and fourth tightening up dramatically as Byron continues to motor away all by himself. Off turn 2. They want to get all you get right now because that pit stop is coming up. I mean, you want to be at this bar. I think he's very content around in front, 22nd and 3rd in his hitting position. Shows that can. But sure, Hamlin now is coming here to this racetrack. About a half hour beginning to pull on a little bit here. Hamlin again, trying to make some mistakes. Heavy Hamlin as they work off the turn break. Can make 57 to go and stealing. Only able to get change here this time by to Pat's brake. Boy, that field window's going to open up if they want to split the stage. We're about 10 laps away from that as the battle for second goes back to watch. Still time already. In that second position, falling farther and farther behind race leader William Byron. Hamlin closing. Can't seem to make this a couple of cars. Danny taking hard. This time he gets a good run off the bottom of the racetrack in turn 4 at the stripe by inches. He has the second spot over Reddick. You can tell that Reddick came on turn number 4. He was going to give the Lewis man, the guy that co-owns his team, opportunity to take that second spot and start to chase down the race leader. And you're ready to work for it. I'm not saying that. And Hamlin really had to go hard to get around Reddick. Right now, Hosebar is the next guy that Reddick will see in his gear.
pit stops. Hamlin led a lap. Carson Hosevar now makes for the leader. Hosevar, it looks like he has come onto the pit lane. No, that is going to be Shane Van Gisbergen as we go to Wendy bench training.
Be back in a minute. I'd hate to be a real NASCAR driver today because there've been several incidents where these cars are just taking out the wall. So I'm just gonna look around just for a few more minutes and probably so do some missions and whatever. Yeah, I found the airplane. Let's see here. There's supposed to be a cave here. Someone's right in here.
Only 14 laps to go in stage number 2. You just joined us. Kyle Larson takes the lead early, starts to pull away. Rex in turn number 4. Turns things over to William Byron. He has grabbed a hold of this race. Has now been 143 laps to county. Yeah, William Byron's put Kyle Larson a lap down as well. That's very significant. Also, look at him as well. William Byron led every stage. Won every stage yesterday in the Xfinity race. Was thrilled to get the win into his home track. He talked to his post-race and said, I grew up 10 miles from here. To get a win at Charlotte Motor Speedway is special. And I think he got just a little bit of taste of that. And now it's coming tonight with a vengeance for him. There's no question about it. William Byron is on rails, running up against the fence, doing his best impersonation of his teammate, Kyle Larson. And let's remember this, with Larson now down the lap, Byron doing what he's doing. You know, the point lead could be in jeopardy right here. Byron back to number 1, taking it back from Larson. That's a great point. Now Larson took it after winning Kansas Speedway. Right now, William Byron has a 9.2 second advantage over Denny Hamlin. He's been managing that. And if you're wondering, okay, well, could he back off just a little bit? Sure, we've got 12 to go. But here's the other thing, Mark. When the caution comes out, they're going to come down pit road, they're going to stop, they're going to have a moment of remembrance before they actually go back around the track and open up the pit cycle at the end of stage number 2. As William Byron continues to build lap cars between himself and second place driver Denny Hamlin, that's a gap that William Byron will have when they come down for their pit cycle. William Byron's they're fast. They're going to make a fast pit stop, but that's going to give them just a little bit of buffer right there to be able to try and get him back out off the pit lane first. If you have a cushion, it is a good thing, and William Byron has certainly earned it as he continues to circulate around this racetrack. Meanwhile, Carson Hocevar closing in on John Hunter Nemechek. This is a fight for fourth place. It crosses the line and heads back to 1. Also make up the back. Ryan Blaney, the only Penske car among the 3 teammates of the Wood brothers on the lead lap. We approach halfway. And once again, Hamlin is running in second spot. Bubba Wallace trying to hang on to that lead lap as we have 9 laps to go here in stage number 2. We'll pick up that battle again with John Hunter Nemechek and Hocevar. It's deferring in lap traffic. So Todd Gilliland and Bubba Wallace trying to hold off William Byron here in the closing stages of this stage number 2 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Once again, we pick up Nemechek and Hocevar. You'll mention that Gilliland just a few laps ago.
Come off at turn number 4, John Hunter Nemechek had about a car length advantage. Carson Hocevar swings wide, trying to find clean air anywhere he can around Nemechek. Hocevar narrows the margin even more. It's a half car length from the middle of the banking in 1 and 2. Nemechek swings up. Hocevar taking beat down low. Nothing down there. Down to the steady. Between the two of them, now, little further back, Ross Chastain 10 is trying to take away the 9th spot from Chase Elliott. They're moving down the front stretch right behind Noah Gragson. Back to 1. Chastain in a backup car with no laps on it. Started dead last in the field. Now it's in the top 10. He worked to the low side of Chase Elliott. He's steadily working his way up past Chastain. He's pouring over on turn 2. He picks up. Chastain swings up in front of Chase Elliott. Elliott tries to cross over, moving doesn't work. Now Chastain about 3 car lengths behind Noah Gragson. And ahead of them once again, we're back to that fourth place battle. So far, Nemechek has been able to hang on. Now behind that pair, hey, take a look at the earth coming. Yeah, exactly right. Now again, we'll watch as we Noah Gragson and that group is going to slow in front of Chastain. Once again, Chastain. At this point, 4 laps left in stage number 2. Chastain going after Gragson. Well, we mentioned Logano was in that mix, but Joey Logano, the defending series champion, is a lap down. And he now was just bypassed by a whole host of top 10 cars. On turn number 10, Chastain continuing to within Gragson. Gragson has got about a 2-car length, making 2.5 over Chastain. They work their way into turn number 3. Once again, a tough time for the racetrack. Gragson holds it back on 4. Chastain proving his car is good on the long run. This is where he's making a lot of his moves. He's now just 1 car length behind Noah Gragson as they go back to 1. Restarts, he's only been mediocre, but you nailed it, Brad. He's been very, very good. The longer the runs go, the longer we stay green. He's right to the back, Noah Gragson. He'll go to the bottom. Noah gives him room down there. They're side by side. Yeah. Inside down to the bottom. Gragson will keep it on this. We've got 2 laps left in stage number 2. Let's take up the leader, William Byron. William Byron now coming into turns 3 and 4. He's so far ahead when we're watching people even running in second. It's about a third of a racetrack back. Here comes William Byron. It's going to be 1 to go here in stage number 2 of the Coca-Cola 600. William Byron all by himself on the racetrack. Nobody pressuring him whatsoever. He's going to win this stage with ease as he continues his quest for a second tonight win. Fred, you're right. It's hard to find when he's so far ahead of everybody. Stages in the Coke 600, 2 stage wins for William Byron. He crosses the stripe well ahead of Denny Hamlin. We're still awaiting Hamlin to come across the stripe. Finally, there he is. Then it's Tyler Reddick. Reddick is going to be followed by Carson Hocevar in 4th, 5th, John Hunter Nemechek finishing 6th. In stage number 2, A.J. Allmendinger, Aaron Jones is going to lose the second. Trouble, got 1 car going sideways in the middle of the racetrack. There, guys, that's his Kyle Busch, who goes spinning here for the 2nd time. At the end of the stage, you see a car come out and go spinning. You want to finish the top 10. So Chastain 7th, 8th, Aaron Jones, Noah Gragson 9th, and 10th is Chase Elliott. Stage 2 presented by Cheddars Friends Kitchen. Cheddars is the official restaurant of RCR and the number 8 bar. Cheddars serves home-style homemade chicken. And still supposed to make it back ribs and hand-breaded chicken tenders and prices are won't bring the back.
As America's leading business lender, Bank of America is on your corner and in your corner. $215 billion in business loans and over 3,700 business specialists across the nation can help businesses and communities prosper. We'll let you let the power to do. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/legal business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA.
Another drop coming in near a construction yard off the 3 freeway. Can you get the package?
But of course! Why else would I be in this sand buggy?
Don't hang around, from what I hear. The Aztecas don't like us right now.
System solutions and the hazard business needs customers. Derek gets you fish. How about the rest of the pencils? And the hazard cover coast to coast, running a nationwide network of businesses and final piece of William Byron is one stage number one and stage number two. We're halfway through the Coca-Cola 600 for Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is BRN, the Performance Racing Network. I'm ready to do this fast time out. We dedicate a lot of our time to doing as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected luck and a great purpose. It's important for them to see what family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble using devices. Early detection of Alzheimer's can leave your family time to explore support services. When you're planning for the future, and accessibility treatments. If you remember some changes, you can be us. What about seeing a doctor together? My Toyota Camry Guarantee race car is complete with build-up repair. I have a picture that maintains and fixes my equipment. I have a spotter. I love the track. Watching my back. Also need to ensure typically so dangerous on the track. I build the train to handle the stress of drive. And I have software helping my team and engineers to make the right track flow. And with all this, I never take my eye off the road. And even should you. One distraction, change everything in one. Welcome back to the Coca-Cola 600
Package on board.
Speedway. We're at the halfway point. William Byron has won the first two stages. The field is about to come down pit road.
Bastard didn't even get a look.
Right now, in the grass ball field area that separates pit road from straightaway, several service members have unfurled and on-pit veteran flag. That's what we do. We're the big weekend, and we were about to have a moment of remembrance.
I'm looking at this, Gunner. We might have some trouble coming your way.
And one of those two promotional moments of folks who have given up the ultimate sacrifice. So right now, the field is
They're
behind
right
base
on
marker
my
and stop just short of the start-finish line. The engines of the 39 cars that still remain on the racetrack will shut off, and we'll have the moment of remembrance. We're going to send it to Amazon Prime's Adam Alexander, who's going to get things going through this moment of remembrance. Certainly a very...
I just wish Amazon Prime would stay where it really needs to be, delivering packages. Amazon.
Whose names are on the one sheet. They're actually racing on the show. So on. They love to our pit road, and as we get this car stopped, once we get back to yellow flag condition, we'll come back around a little from pit road, and we will have 10 stops. Stage number 2. So we're going to red flag right now, and go to Adam Alexander. Can't describe the commitment made by our servicemen and women who work around the clock to protect the many freedoms we all enjoy.
Okay, I lost them.
Always putting country on this Memorial Day weekend, we honor and remember our fallen heroes. We pay respect to those that have made the ultimate sacrifice. And we send love to those Gold Star families who have lost a loved one while serving our great nation. Let's all join in a moment of silence. So a moment of silence being observed here, a moment of remembrance here in the Coca-Cola 600. When we come back, we will have stage 2 pit stops as William Byron leads here in Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Alright, so that's going to be it of this. And thank you.